Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on, weirdos? Once again, out in the beautiful, beautiful sun. Fantastic, fantastic. Just take a minute, touch some grass, enjoy the outside. Hopefully, it's beautiful wherever you are. Um, anyway, we need a good thunderstorm, man. We need a good thunderstorm. But anyway, um, just wanted to talk about Bitcoin today. What's going on? So we pulled all the way down to 100,000, like $100,400 on a retest. We wicked all the way back up. We're back up at almost $103,000 now, um, which awesome, right? Another close above 103,000 would be fantastic. So that's kind of what I'm watching for now. I want to get back. We've dropped below the bull pennant that we had, kind of as a thesis on the daily chart, but I wouldn't be surprised to see us wick back up inside of there. We have a lot of time left before the daily candle close today. By the time this video comes out, it might be back up inside of there around $104,000, $105,000. One thing to keep an eye on, guys, we saw a lot of longs get liquidated, but now up to about $107,000, you have $1.11 billion worth of shorts just on Binance that's likely going to get liquidated. So we are on short squeeze watch right now, guys. We could see a pretty sharp spike to the upside if that takes place sometime over the next 24 hours, I would say, right? We'll see where the daily candle closes, but I think this is going to be a very, very green week. We saw very, very bullish news come out of the China-U.S. talks. They've put a 3-month pause, which is into August, right, for the tariffs. So essentially what this means, guys, is that we talked a lot about the fact that the tariff effects were not going to be felt for a few more months yet because they had just barely started to kick in, right? So now that this is the case, that they've paused them, well, now you have to reevaluate what the rest of the summer might look like because we're no longer going to feel the effects of those tariffs that have just barely started to kick in, right? Because now they're being delayed for 3 months, and I have no doubt that within those 3 months they'll come to agreements on them, and they'll be gone by then. This is just a first step in coming to an agreement on these tariffs, coming to getting a deal put in place. So that being said, that would mean that we're not going to feel the anticipated big impacts of the tariffs in the next few months, leading us deeper into inflation like people had anticipated now that they're being put off. And I think that's obviously what both economies, like China and the US, that's obviously what they wanted to do. They wanted to buy themselves times to come to a deal. They're probably close on a deal, but there's probably some just a little bit of disagreement on both ends of the spectrum. So they probably need time to hammer out those details. So putting a 3-month delay on the tariffs is kind of perfect, right? Because neither economy is now going to feel the effects of them. Uh, so they won't suffer massive influxes in inflation, which is fantastic. All the more reason for the Fed to cut rates in the coming months. So that's good, but I don't think there's going to be a rate cut next month. I think the markets are doing too good right now, especially with the tariff talks going as well as they are. I think that Powell looks at the markets flourishing next month and says, you know what, we don't have to cut rates. We're not going to if we don't have to, right? That's essentially going to be their position on it. So, but that being said, guys, that also gives the markets with this pause the flexibility and the freedom to go on a run, right? Essentially, the fears of the tariffs is kind of subsided or postponed, put on pause with the tariffs, I suppose, right? So this is very, very bullish in my opinion, right? And I know there's people out there going, well, the market shouldn't respond in a good way. I mean, listen, we've been on a big run for the market, for Bitcoin and crypto and everything for like 2 weeks now. So of course everything's got to have a little bit of a cool off. Bitcoin needs to have a little bit of a correction and consolidation let the RSI cool off, maybe drop down out of the overbought just a little bit, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly normal, guys. Listen, you want to stair step. You want to after a big juicy daily candle like that, you want to stop and consolidate at least for a week or two, right? Because if you don't do that, then what happens is when you do see a correction, it's a lot sharper than you would be hoping because you didn't build any support levels on the way up. Stair stepping is the way. You stair step up, you catch support. You take the elevator up, guess what? You're coming right back down again, right? So you got to remember that, guys, right? I know it's boring. I know that it's not, the sexy thing to say you got to stair step, you got to come up, then you got to spend a week or two consolidating before the next leg up, but it's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. That's not new. That's not brand new information, right? So it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly healthy. And I, for one, I've been saying that for like a week now that we need that, right? So healthy consolidation is good. And altcoins, as a result of Bitcoin consolidating where it is now, if most of your portfolio is in altcoins, well, then you will be very, very happy to hear that altcoins are going to continue to melt their way upwards now, catching up to Bitcoin's price action that it has been doing over the last 2-3 weeks, right? So that's the beauty of it. Altcoins are going to continue to rise even if Bitcoin just consolidates where it is. Now, you have a mixed bag today. Half the altcoins are pumping, half the altcoins are dumping, but not hard. I wouldn't say there's an average down of about maybe 7 to 10%, maybe, on the downside. And on the upside, same thing, 7 to 10% on the upside. It's just kind of a mixed bag today, right? All in all, I think the week's going to end up being a nice green week. Nothing to sweat there. Before I continue on, guys, though, because there is more important stuff coming this week. Shout out to the channel sponsor and big thanks to Decent Biometric Wallets. Get yours today, guys, simply by using our link down below. Get, I believe, about a 30% deal. They have a buy one, get one special as well, guys, on the biometric wallets. I use the cards and I use the biometric wallets. They're very, very easy to use. It keeps your crypto safe. You can swap right on your biometric wallet, take profits without worrying about transferring back to exchanges or anything like that. So definitely check it out. Again, use our link down below. Get a great deal, guys. So continuing on. So what else is happening this week that could lead to a very, very green week in the markets for crypto? Well, we have CPI coming out on Wednesday and PPI coming out on Thursday, right? If these numbers come in bullish, well, guys, that's going to pump markets, right? That is going to pump markets. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be watching that. We'll be covering it here on the channel as always. But right now, let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get back above 103,000 for the daily close. That's what we'll be watching for there. And yeah, otherwise, I did some accumulating on some altcoins that are down today. I put my buy alerts over on the Patreon. And listen, guys, I'm jacked up about these 3 micro cap gems that we dropped last week over on the Patreon. Man, we've been scooping up. It's so much fun. Listen, I dropped these gems, and then they go up. They've been going up so fast. The quote of the day. I do one-on-one coaching calls over there, and there was a quote of the day today that I had with someone, and they said to me, Rob, I have a bunch of projects that I was in before I joined your Patreon, right? And I'm in the red in almost all of those projects. And then it's funny because all the projects that I've gotten into since I joined your Patreon, I'm in big profits. Everything's in the green. I love hearing that stuff, guys, because it's like, you were doing this on your own or listening to somebody else, and everything you're holding is in the red. You jump over to the Patreon, you spend a couple of months over there, and everything you're holding that you picked up when you're with me is massive profits, right? Guys, we've helped 30 people hit 7-figure portfolios over there by getting in early on these micro cap gems. Onyx Coin, we're accumulating that back in March of 2024. A lot of people made a ton of money on that project, guys. And we helped them roll their profits into a bunch of other microcap gems, and they're gonna 5, 10, 15x their profits, right? So that's what we do, guys. We're looking for those 100x gems. If that's what you're looking for, get over to the Patreon, get in early on these projects, Zbec, Onyx Coin, and so many others that we got into. We got into Ondo earlies, SEI Network, Pith, so many great projects. We're not talking meme coins here, guys, that are gonna rug pull you. We're talking great fundamentals, utility, amazing tokenomics, and so much more, right? So check it out, guys. Get in early on these projects. I'm dropping 2 more microcap gems this week. So get over there. We're not playing around, guys. We are printing millionaires. That's what we do. We also drop educational content. We're live over there every single day. And you can book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally. We just created a brand new tier for instant access as well. So check that out, guys. The link is down below if you're not over there. The community is amazing. Thousands of people. We had 8 different chat rooms going. They're always buzzing 24/7. People from all over the world helping each other. It's a great community. If you're looking for a great community to be a part of in crypto as well, definitely jump aboard, guys. You're going to absolutely love it. So click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.